Hello, thank you for joining us once again on the 3-day weather forecast. I am Paul Ugbah. The satellite imagery before us on Wednesday shows very active belt of thunderstorm around southern Chad, Cameroon, and Central African Republic, advancing towards the country, and we expect that as they move into the country, they are likely to affect different parts. And so on Wednesday, we expect parts of Adamawa, Taraba, Gombe, Nasarawa, and also Plateau State to be affected by these storms. Kaduna, Abuja, Kano, and also Kebbi states are also likely to be affected by storms, while the inland cities of the south and the southeast coast are also expected to have some impact from these storms. The likely impact from the storms are expected to be moderate to high in places that appear in orange around Zamfara to Kebbi areas, while places in yellow are expected to have low hazard from these storms. We expect places in green to have no hazard from the expected storms across the country. We also expect moderate to high impact around the south or western parts of the country. The highest temperature expected to be 43 degrees Celsius over Damaturu, while the lowest over the north is expected to be 28 degrees Celsius. And the lowest nighttime is also expected over Jos at 19 degrees Celsius. Other parts of the north are expected to experience daytime temperatures between 34 degrees Celsius and 42 degrees Celsius. Over the south, we expect to see daytime temperature values between 30 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius, and nighttime values between 22 degrees Celsius and 25 degrees Celsius. By Thursday, the northern parts of the country is expected to be stable in partly cloudy conditions, with prospects for thunderstorms in parts of Kebbi State and also in parts of Kaduna and also Gombe State. We also expect thunderstorms to affect parts of Adamawa, Taraba, and also the bank of the rivers Benue areas are expected to experience some thunderstorms. Partly cloudy conditions are, however, expected towards the river Niger's axis around the western parts. The inland cities and the southeast coast is also expected to watch out for some thunderstorms on Thursday. Likely impact from these storms is expected to be moderate to heavy over places that appear in orange and low over places that appear in yellow, while places that appear in green are expected to have no hazard from the expected storms. We expect maximum temperature forecast to rise slightly, especially over Maiduguri, where values are expected to reach 43 degrees Celsius and also 43 over Damaturu areas. We expect other places within this zone to experience daytime temperatures between 34 to 41 degrees Celsius, while Jos is also expected to experience a slight increase to 30 degrees Celsius during the day, and during the nighttime hours, 20 degrees Celsius. The southern part of the country is expected to experience daytime highs in the range of 31 degrees Celsius to about 35 degrees Celsius, while nighttime temperature values are expected to range between 22 degrees Celsius and 26 degrees Celsius. We expect on Friday the north to have stable weather in partly cloudy conditions, except over parts of Kaduna State where thunderstorms is expected, and also in parts of Gombe State. We also expect thunderstorms to affect parts of Taraba, Adamawa, and the inland cities of the south. The rivers Niger areas are also expected to see some thunderstorms, as well as the coast of Port Harcourt areas. Likely impact from this forecast is expected to be moderate in places around Kebbi State, where moderate hazard is expected, while places that appear in yellow are expected to have low hazard from the expected thunderstorms Places in green, however, are expected to have no hazard from the expected storms. Our maximum temperature is expected to further increase to 44 degrees Celsius over Maiduguri, while Damaturu is kept at 43 degrees Celsius during the day. But at night, values are expected to reach 22 degrees Celsius over Damaturu and Maiduguri, while over Jos we expect values to further increase during the day to 32 degrees Celsius and at night 20 degrees Celsius. We expect the southern parts of the country to experience daytime highs between 31 degrees Celsius and 37 degrees Celsius, while nighttime temperatures are expected to range between 21 degrees Celsius and 26 degrees Celsius. This is where we'll draw our curtains for the 3-day forecast. Thanks for watching and see you again.